What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Big Bro and Little Sis Reacts. I'm Tamaj, and today I'm here with The Walking Dead Dead City, Season 1, Episode 6, Doma Somo. I believe that was what Croat and his people were saying. I don't remember what it means. But season finale, y'all. It came and it gone, this series. It went by quick. It's been interesting. Definitely one of the better spinoffs, but for me personally, just it lacks because of the Negan shit is boring to me. But I'm here for Maggie, but she don't talk that much in her own series, so it's like, I don't know that she ever really got any growth in this series as far as character development. I don't know that this really added much to Maggie's story. Can't even say it added much to Herschel's story because he ain't even been in the damn thing. It was really a big Negan show. It really was all about him, his past, what he's done in between the time jump and what he's doing now. So this show again was really propped up for him, and it should have just been a Negan show. And Maggie should have gotten her own show because she just does not shine with that character. Like I don't understand why the creators are obsessed with that pairing, but it's not interesting. We've already seen it in the main show, and it wasn't fun. It's not enjoyable for nor Maggie nor Negan fans. I don't understand why they like that pairing so much. But anyway, we're here. I wish Maggie would have been paired up with someone like Elijah or Lydia or literally anybody from the main show. Like, it just would have been more interesting. But we're here. I don't know exactly what type of ending they're going for. I think they're going to do another season of this show, so I don't think we'll get a proper, like, series finale type conclusion. We may definitely rescue Herschel, which I hope so, because if we do a season 2, we need more Maggie and Herschel bonding and more development for those two. Because that's the only way we're going to see anything, because Negan's not going to bring anything out of Maggie to make her change drastically, and there's nothing he can really do, or she could do to him to make him change super drastically, I don't think. So he'd either digress or stay how he is now, so there's no getting better for him. So it's like, I don't know what they're trying to do yet with this series, but I mean, it's been entertaining. I'll give it that. It's been giving me my Walking Dead fix. Jenny, she knows Maggie is here to trade Negan to the Croat so she can get Herschel. That was the original deal. It had nothing to do with the food or the grain or anything like that. So she's probably going to expose her for that. So they probably are going to bring the Negan and Maggie beef back, but again, that's the same song that we've already heard before, so I doubt he'll kill her or she'll kill him. They'll probably work it out to where they try to trick Croat, and maybe she pretends to turn him in, or maybe Negan will come up with some miraculous plan because he knows him so well. Who knows? But and it also, we found out Croat's not the one calling the shots either, and that the other lady who's appears to be the leader, she wants Negan as well. I don't know if there's a connection there, but again, all this shit has to do with Negan. And literally the premise of the show is dragging Maggie into this shit. So it's like, it had to be her of all people. Like, anyway, let's jump into the season finale, y'all. Full and other reactions are available on Patreon. Y'all know the walker's coming.
Maggie! Maggie!
Finally gonna open your big fucking mouth.
What are you doing here? How the hell did you get here?
Jenny!
You know about this?
No. She just turned up at the arena. Right before the walkers came
You
in.
can't be here.
I think she just wanted to be with you.
Y'all knew they was coming.
We gotta go.
You can't be here. You hear me? I can't protect you and help Maggie. There was a plan. Her and I, we come here, we get Herschel. You stay with her people where you're safe. That was the whole goddamn point. I can take her back.
Yeah, take her ass back.
You finish what you started. I can take her where she needs to go.
She still won't open her mouth.
You do not want to stay with me. You don't know me, kid.
No, you don't.
I am not who you think I am.
I want you to...
No. All these months and now you want to chat?
You just keep hugging him.
I killed your dad.
Oh, spill the tea.
I'm not wanted for robbing a wagon train. I killed 5 men. And your daddy was one of them.
Well, if he was beating on his
That's why I
wife,
tracked
that's
you down to the
justified.
farm. Why I let you tag along, because I knew you had no one.
That's
You're just a debt that I had to pay.
I feel like he's just trying to push her away at this point, but he probably did kill her dad. That's your favorite character.
I got you. Come on, let's go.
She like, yeah, man, you get his ass.
Time to go.
She better get on that goddamn boat. Tired of her. Cause how she getting more screen time than Herschel? And we probably ain't gonna never see her after this series, so why do I care?
What you did back there, it couldn't have been easy. You think the plan's gonna work?
I'll say this, he was surprisingly glad to see my ass. Water under the bridge, he said. It's not like our reunion went off without a hitch, but with all our history, that brotherly bullshit, I have a feeling he and I may be able to work something out.
Well then good. So we can get Herschel back. I don't care what he wants with him. Whether he wants to be buddy-buddy, whether he wants to kill him, just give us Herschel so we can go. They want to
For me,
make
it wasn't the Statue of Liberty.
season 2 about Negan, let him do it. I don't have to watch it. And there he is. Smoke coming from one of the buildings. But how we gonna get over there? We gonna zip line across, run across the street? What we finna do? That ain't a quick walk at all. Oh, no, we're just gonna take the day and travel there. It's fine.
Where there's smoke, huh? Guess you were right all along.
Let's go.
Hey, you were inside the sewers with Jenny. What do you think she was trying to tell me?
Yeah, he's definitely sus. I
I
can see
don't
the
know,
way
maybe
he's
she
been
knew that
side-eyeing
you'd been
her.
mad at her for coming and just wanted to explain herself.
How did he know? How did he know? You should have hit him with the fucking boot knife. Maggie can't even fall behind him because the walker's gonna be right there. Come on, get his ass, Maggie. She's afraid of heights, though. She ain't got no choice now.
God damn it, Maggie. We don't have to do this.
She going for the kill shots. Come on in, Maggie. Come on, bring out that mama bear. Come on. Come on, Maggie. God damn. She done stabbed the bastard. Come on, get up, Maggie. Come on, Maggie, you can do better than that. Your swings are too obvious. She be putting her whole damn out. She be like, come on. Like, I need you to just get the fucking nigga. But I knew they wasn't gonna let her kill him. At least she got a stab in.
Here's what I'm thinking. The Croat never took your grain, just your kid. For collateral, sure, but he wasn't ever coming back from no harvest. He wanted me. Now for what? Who the hell knows? But whatever that crazy son of a bitch wants with me, I sure as shit ain't gonna like it.
I might.
You and I both know that much. The shit thing is, Maggie, we could have done it. We could have saved Herschel. Because you and I together, we make one hell of a badass team. Maybe some part of you always wanted it to end this way. Fact is, Maggie, it doesn't matter what excuses I give you or how many apologies I offer. You can't get over it.
Fuck no. And she shouldn't have to.
And you shouldn't.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. We got the motherfucker. Now give us Herschel. Let her go back to minding her business. I'm tired of people bothering her.
Hey!
She didn't already change her jacket.
Welcome home.
First looked for you at the sanctuary. It was a husk, abandoned long ago, which was depressing.
No.
And
It
after
was
searching up
deserved.
and down the mainland for God knows how many months, I learned of your status. 4 men and a magistrate. You. And then I found Jerome. He was not much interested in reminiscing, but I convinced him to talk, and he told me.
Convinced him? You mean you tortured him?
That excited my curiosity. The story of the widow. Right away, I saw that you could help. Strong, smart, vulnerabilities to be exploited.
This is she be minding her business is what I'm talking
Most of
about.
all,
Leave her
you
alone.
needed a little push, yes, but
Cause she be chilling, she
you had your own incentives.
and less push, she ain't worried about Negan. But y'all keep forcing them back
Found
together.
him. You brought him home.
Where's Herschel?
Thomas, why? When I saw you on the catwalk, all alone, I thought to myself, lucky me, I get to have Negan and the child.
You're sick as fuck. So you want to keep Herschel?
It's okay. He's enough.
You like see. Croat, yeah, he gotta die. I don't care how they get it done, whether she, betray Croat and take Herschel and help me. I don't really care. Just get Herschel back from this sick fuck. He need to die. A bank vault? That's their prison. I ain't finna go in there. There's my son out here. Not finna leave me trapped up in here.
Look after Jenny, will you? That's all I ask.
What about your wife and your child? You just sent them off into God knows where. Get on over here, Herschel. Let's go. We can do all the hugging and shit later. We need to get up out of here. Hurry up before somebody knock you out, Maggie. Come on. I don't like these slow, drawn-out moments.
Well, we both want the same thing.
Don't make her feel bad. We don't want to save you, bastard. See, the good person in her, though, is going to want to help him. Because she... But y'all swear Maggie a bad person. Y'all swear up and down. But watch she still save him. Because that's just who she is. That's who our people is. That's what they do. They do what's right. But we got to make sure little Herschel's safe.
It's good to see you, kid.
Keep walking, bastard. You know you killed his daddy. We ain't got shit to say to you. Can we just go before... I don't know, I'm just so uncomfortable. Like, I just want to get out of here. Why he look so dead inside? I mean, I guess he has been captured or whatnot, but...
It was like a maze full of sculptures made up of whatever they could find, I guess. But I tracked him down. I had a gun on him. He made a move to get away, and I shot him. Killed him.
So we lied.
Got him! Got the son of a bitch!
Let him finish. I want to hear the rest.
Not much more to tell. Got back to my boat.
She finna call bullshit.
Car was where I left it. Enough ethanol to get me home in one straight shot.
Shame you had to shoot him, though.
As a marshal, I'm licensed to administer
No, I
justice.
know all about that. Just saying it would have been nice to put him on display. Make a statement. How are your girls, by the way? Marjorie, Bee, and Dusty?
Here come a threat.
Don't worry, we looked out for him while you were gone. I should pay him a visit. Let him know all about their daddy's heroics. How hard he works to protect our body politic.
Yeah, there's more to this little police force than meets the eye.
Ethanol comes from corn, which takes up thousands of acres of fields. So So what I'd like you to do, Marshall, I'd like you to tell me your story again. And this time, I want you to tell me all about the methane.
Interesting. Okay.
I hope that you know
It was fine.
that's because you're
All we
brave.
could do back home is wait for the next bad thing to happen. If anything, I felt safer back there.
What's up with him? He depressed or something?
What's this? Is it for me?
It was a gift.
Well, got me a souvenir of being kidnapped. Thanks.
It's like the one you used to wear. You do what you want with it. Having you back, there are not words I can use to express how glad I am.
Glad?
Of course.
You seemed like you cared more about revenge or whatever.
What are you talking about?
It's like you're obsessed with Negan. For what he did. Getting him back, you've always been...
Herschel, I came for you.
And I'm right here. But you don't see me. It's like my whole life you've been looking over my shoulder, watching for him, waiting for him.
That is not true.
Well, you never see me. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
He's trying to say like she's so obsessed with protecting him and keeping him from somebody hurting that's gonna hurt him that I guess she just doesn't pay him as much mind as he would like. She doesn't really get to know him as much. Is that what he's trying to say?
Do you remember our second visit to the river people? First visit was friendly, welcoming.
Oceanside?
You told them what they had to provide, and then you told them what would happen if they didn't. The second visit, you breezed right up to their leader like an actor, commanding the stage like a rock star.
Sounds about right.
What is a rock star without his microphone? Out came Lucille. Then you turned and you offered her to me. I didn't understand that you saw something in me. Not what I was, not what I could become. And you let me have a crack at it. Of course, I had no idea what I was doing. My first swing, I completely missed. The second time, I overcompensated. I pounded him with far too much force. I was lucky he was still breathing. But you didn't get upset with me. You had the patience.
And y'all swear up and down that Negan did just let these people go and they did their own worst things, but Negan was right there,
This was just a puddle of
enabling them like I told y'all.
Then I looked around
Y'all ain't shit and he ain't shit.
and I saw.
Cause y'all swear he's a good guy.
You told me.
That he didn't do all these bad things. It was Simon. Oh, it was easy to put it on Simon. But one of the other asshole saviors.
We were untouchable. No one could ever take anything from us again.
Until they did. And they took everything.
Hey,
Hey.
I've been thinking about what you said. Here for a long time, for most of my life, I felt like the world kept taking. I think at some point, I thought that if I could just fight hard enough, I'd be able to get it back. A little piece of it, at least.
The apocalypse has been hard on Maggie. They took everything.
But it doesn't work that way. Because you just end up losing what you got. And I don't want to keep doing that anymore. I don't know how, but this thing with Negan, I'm gonna finish it. So that I can just let it go.
I knew we was gonna have to rescue the bastard.
The rats I had to exterminate. That was practice. Once we have full control of the island, Doma says a clash of civilizations. So when I told her about all the good you had done, all the people you had saved and protected, she said, you are the missing piece.
He is just a symbol of hope for all the sick and twisted people in the apocalypse. Like, they would just love to rebuild what he built. It's a shame there's so much evil in the world. It's a shame that he's a damn beacon for it, too.
I take great pleasure in introducing you to
Thank you.
She done with your ass.
Well, let's begin. Let's get to it.
I think our guest and I should take some time to get acquainted. But I appreciate the introduction.
Of course.
God. He's like a sponge. Sit.
I'm good. I have a funky cramp in my leg, bugging the shit out of me.
I hear brandy is good for cramps.
Really?
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I'm more of a gin man.
It's a delight to finally meet you. To find out that you are not, in fact, the product of someone's psychosis. I heard about your performance at the bank. The taunting, the joking, that extra but absolutely necessary pinch of gruesomeness. Shock and all that. Bravo.
I told you, I'm a gin man. Don't tell me you're spooked by the cops.
No, it's not the cops I'm worried about. It's the forces behind them. Wherever a natural resource abounds, they'll come for it, like a sneaking, thieving pack of hyenas. The island needs leadership now more than ever. Someone with confidence, fearlessness, charisma, that special, shall we say, political talent. For what is politics, if not performance?
Why would I help you?
There are others. Settlements as far north as Harlem. If we can unite them under one rule, we'll be indomitable.
Absolutely
And all
not.
of it, that can all be yours. Again.
No. We are not starting over. Season 7 and 8 were the absolute worst.
The keys to the kingdom.
The kingdom has fallen, ma'am. We're done with all that.
But how can I be sure? Maybe you're not the man you used to be. Maybe you never were.
Maybe. What the hell is this?
My former guest and I had a lot of talks. He told me the story of a man who murdered his father, not just in front of his mother, but him, the unborn baby in her belly. And I could sense in the rest of this story that his father's killer might feel remorseful, responsible for the boy whose family he destroyed. Now, of course, he only told me this once he felt safe with me. And here you are, come all this way to save him. As you know, I eventually let him go in exchange for you. But I kept a little piece of him.
You sick bitch.
And I can always go back for more. We have a lot to discuss, a lot to plan for.
Of course they went for the sick twisted ending. So this lady, if I got this right, wants to force Negan into being the leader of this new sanctuary they're building. She wants him to go and conquer all these other communities and unite them just like he did before. Unite, basically enslave them. Which obviously he does not want to do all that again, it doesn't seem like, especially not with him being the one that's not in charge of it. But they want to use his face, his charisma, his just way of leading people to do this, because I guess their personalities aren't strong enough for it. I guess Croat, his mind ain't all there. She is, I don't know, she just don't got the energy for it. She's the Simon, the real evil one that creeps and lurks in the back. And then she then got to Herschel, chopped off one of his body parts. It looked like a toe. And she said, I kept it with me. And I can always go back for more, basically saying, Negan, if you don't work with us, we're going to go back and basically chop up Herschel. Because your weakness is that boy. Because you want to atone for what you've done to his family. Maggie just found that the picture of her, because she had no idea of that lady, and Herschel drew it, and I don't know if Herschel has a fascination with that lady, or if, like, how much she really got in his head, or I don't know, because Herschel's in a weird headspace. He feels like Maggie doesn't see him, and that she's obsessed with Negan, which I really just don't feel like that's true. Like, of course she was bothered by it, you know, especially when Rick spared him. Weren't we all in some way, shape, or form, except the people who just absolutely love him. But, like, it was always an injustice, which she's felt. But then as the years went on, you just don't have a choice but to get over it. It's like you had your choice to kill him. She's seen him at his worst moment, and that just happened to be enough then. But again, the feeling subsided. And then she came back, and what he, you know, that place she left him at, he was no longer in. He was doing better, and then that just didn't sit right. He was free. It only been less than a decade. And it's like, that's not an atonement. So she was bothered by that, but she let it go. But they kept being together. They kept feeling threatened by one another. And it got to where it got. And now they're, you know, they made their peace or whatever. She said that, you know, I can't forgive you, whatever. And they went across their way. And I thought that was a good ending. But now they're being forced back together again. But Herschel's saying she never really let it go. I mean, but that was just such a traumatic moment. I feel like anybody in real life who deals with something traumatic, you never really get over it. Like the mental scars stay there. And that was like a super traumatic event. Like, imagine having all your family lined up and just, you don't know who's about to die. And the one that does die happens to be, you know, your soulmate. Like, that's wild. Like, even Sasha couldn't get over it. Like, she fought so much so that she died because of it. Like, Sasha couldn't let it go. Like, that's how it is for Maggie. And then she lost Sasha on top of that. And then, you know, one of the other people who truly felt how she felt. And she's gone. Rosita she was already dealing with separating from Abraham, but it took a minute for her to even calm down. It took Sasha dying for her to realize that. So it's just like, it took a lot for them. And it's just, I don't know, y'all. So I don't know what they're about. I'm about to listen to what this damn showrunner got to say. I want to see his analysis of all of that and see if I got it right. But yeah, it definitely looks like they're trying to do a season 2. I really don't want to see a Sanctuary 2.0. Like, I'm just not interested. I'm gonna watch for Maggie and Herschel just to see where their stories go, but I really am not interested. I really am not interested in rescuing him from that. They're going to keep having Maggie go back to him. Like, they need to do maybe one more season and just let it go. This pairing just has to die off. Like, they need to give Negan some sort of death, whether it's a hero's death or whatnot, and just let his character go. Like, I'm going to watch no more of him. But I will say we did get a decent look at, you know, Maggie's thoughts more so than in the rest of the episodes. We got to get more into Herschel's thoughts, but I still feel like there's more to dive into with Herschel. We really need to, like, kind of see where his mind is at. He doesn't talk much. He's very defensive. He just kind of pushes away from Maggie, which it really sucks to see that. Because it didn't appear that way in the main show, but he's in his teenage too, which is just a rebellious stage. So, I don't know. It's tough. And then Pearlie, he got this other group. There's more than, you know, meets the eye with that group too. They seem to be a very dominant threat. So much so that the Donna, or whatever her name is, she put out the badge and was like, yeah, this group will stop at nothing to claim anything that has natural resources. And we saw that because she asked Pearlie, you know, I want to hear about the methane. So she's definitely going to be coming for that. So Donna and all them, they definitely feel like the Babylon people are the threat. So it seems like she really wants help dealing with that, but she wants to go even further and become the dominant force. And she wants Manhattan, or just New York in general, to be their base, their bigger sanctuary. And she just wants to build and build, which is interesting. Don't let the CRM find out about y'all. She want to be big, but she really don't realize you don't want that attention. Because CRM is wiping out big ass communities. And that would be interesting if by the end of this they did catch their eye, but I doubt it. They don't seem to be doing no more CRM connections with anything. So I don't know what they're going to do with the CRM storyline. I guess we just got to wait for Rick and Michonne. But yeah, I got my eye on it. I don't know. I'm curious, but not that curious. I don't know. I just feel weird about this series, y'all. Because y'all know I'm only here for Maggie. But I'm definitely curious to see what some of y'all thought. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And yeah, let's talk about this episode. See what y'all thinking. I probably am going to have to do a second viewing just to make sure I understand everything. But yeah, so far it was, I guess, an entertaining season. It wasn't bad. So we'll just see where it goes. I'm definitely not craving more of it, but if it happens, I'll probably check it out. So that being said, I will see you guys for Daryl Dixon, which is next in September, you guys. So peace out.